Hi, welcome boys and girls. It's Mrs. Carlin coming to you on your computer. How are you? I hope you're doing well and that you're having a good time spending time with your family. So as you might have heard, we are not planning to return to school, and so we will be doing distant learning for the remainder of the school year, which is a little bit of a challenge for me because I am not that technologically savvy, but I have some help from my family, so hopefully this will all work out. So be patient with me. I'll get better as I go. I'm planning on having 2 meetings a week like this one on Monday and one on Wednesday. You pick up your packet Monday or Wednesday, 1 packet a week, and you can use these, what I'm going to call morning meetings, any time of the day you want. We just normally at school do it first thing in the morning, but do what's convenient for you and your family. And this little morning meeting on Monday and Wednesday should help plan out for you how to use the information in the packet. And of course you can add and enhance however works well for you and your child. So that being said, let's get started with our first morning meeting. Guess what? While we were gone, we went from the season of winter right into the season of spring, one of our most beautiful seasons where we're lucky enough to live. So the activities in your packet this week reflect the season of spring. So to begin with, I want you to, for your first assignment, go on a spring walk with your family. And while you're on that walk, I want you to notice what you see, what you hear, maybe what you smell. I know when I go to my mom's house to visit her, she has this plant out in front of her house that smells so lovely. It's this little pink flower. Oh, I can't remember what it's called. So anyway, what you see, what you hear, what you smell. I don't think you can taste spring, but surprise me, maybe you can. You can feel spring. How does the air feel? Is there a breeze? Do you hear a bird? You just use all your senses and tell me through your spring journal what you are learning using your 5 senses about spring. So on the first page, you can, on the Monday, after you go for your walk, draw me a beautiful picture of what you saw, and then read and write, I see, dictate to your mom, write it yourself, or copy it from a piece of paper that your mom has or dad has written for you. Make sure your words match your picture. There's a page for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So you'll do a page a day in your journal. You don't have to go for a walk every day. You might want to go for a bike ride or a scooter ride, or if you're lucky to have a horse or whatever. But when you get back, record what you saw or did in your journal. If you take a picture of it on your phone and your mom sends it to me to my phone or to my Carlin6 email, I think, but my phone is safer because my computer here at home is pretty old. So send me a picture of your work and I would love to comment back and see it. You might remember that we have a season song that we sing in class every time we get a new season. So this season is the season of spring. Last season, winter, right? The season coming up, summer. So I'm just gonna sing the little season song to you that we've been singing every time we get a new season. And the second time or the first time, you can just follow along with me. So put up your season sign. Your hand goes straight and your fist goes here. And hopefully you remember, it's the season after winter. It's before the summer. It's the spring. It's the spring. It's the spring. Do you want to do it one more time? Okay, ready? On 3. 1, 2, 3. It's the season after winter. It's before the summer. It's the spring. It's the spring. It's the spring. Happy spring, everyone. You know, one of my favorite things that happens in spring and I really loved it when my kids were little, was of course the Easter Bunny comes, right? And in your packet, now I'm sorry, my Easter Bunny looks a little sad because one of his ears got lost, but he's still a happy little bunny. In your packet is this cute little Easter Bunny puppet that you can make. You just have to cut him out, glue him on, and color him, and you even have a bag, so you should be all set. So that's another project in your packet that I'd like you to work on today. It goes very well with the story that I have provided a link for you that you can just click on and go to, and it will read it to you more eloquently than I can in these circumstances. But before you do that, I want you to review with me some of the things you know about how books work, right? So this is the book you're going to find online to read today. And it is called The Golden Egg Book. So of course, it's a spring book, and it's probably about Easter, right? Or about bunnies. We can tell that by looking at the cover. Remember, whenever you read or write a book, you go from top to bottom, left to right, right? We know this is the front of the book. We remember this is the back, right? When we open it up, we find the title page. And when we read the title page, we start at the top, we move towards the bottom and go left to right, Golden Egg Book. Top to bottom, left to right, top to bottom, left to right. When we read and when we write, top to bottom, left to right. And when you start hearing this story, you're going to first notice that there's a very cute bunny with a very beautiful egg. Your job while you listen to the story is not just to enjoy the story. It is a beautiful story. It's about by one of my favorite authors, Margaret Wise Brown. I want you to think in your mind what could be in the egg, because last week we will have learned that we should have learned, or maybe we learned, that other things hatch from eggs besides chicks or birds. It could be a snake. I hope it won't bite the rabbit. Maybe it could be a duck. But I don't think bunnies like to swim. But I want you to be thinking what could be in the egg. And when you get to the end, you'll find out, and you'll see what new friend our cute little bunny makes on his journey, finding out what's in the egg. So enjoy the story. If you can't find it, if the link thing doesn't work, because I am not a technology person, if you just go to YouTube and you type in the title, The Golden Egg Book, many versions of the story will come up for you to listen to. When you get done with that, you might want to go on your spring walk. You might want to make your bunny puppet, but that part is up to you. The other thing I want you to try and do every day is count for me to 30 and beyond. Just while you're walking, maybe count, how many steps, how many jumps, how many hops, just to keep you going. I also want to mention to you that my son teaches PE down in Riverbank, and he is a K through 5 PE teacher. So if you go on YouTube and you type in James Carlin, his comes up. It's a purple circle with a white J in the middle, and he has a lot of PE lessons on there that I'd love to share with you. There's a juggling one, there's a baseball one, so make sure you check that out too. It's a resource I have for you that I'm happy to share, and he's actually way better at this computer stuff than I am. So check that out. I also want to go ahead and tell you what I want you to do tomorrow. So today, if you have time, the walk, the journal, the bunny puppet. Tomorrow, another way to get outside, to notice spring if the weather allows you, and then record again in your journal. And then when you get back, you will see this page in your packet. So this is our math page for this week. And don't just do the paper, because that's not the hard part. what I want you to do is find something you have at your house that's little. We have a penny jar. So I just picked up some pennies out of my penny jar. And I want you to notice it says 1 egg. I want you to put 1 penny there. Or buttons, or Cheerios, or Fruit Loops, or whatever you have. And then put 2 here, 3 here, 4 here, 5 here. And then I want you to count them all together. And see, I think you're going to find 15, how many ways you can divide those pennies up to make 15. They divided it up this way. 1 here, 2, 3, 4, 5. See if you can be more creative. Maybe you can put 5 and 5. You're still going to get 10. Maybe you can put 7 and 3. See if, or how, I think it's 15. Anyway, divide up however many ways you can get to. I think what the total is going to be for you is 15. That's just a little challenge to use the pennies in different ways to get up to that same number of 15. Then, when you've done that and you're kind of tired of messing around with pennies and baskets, you can go ahead and put 1 red egg here with your crayon, 2 blue, 3 yellow, 4 purple, and 5 green, and practice your coloring. Do a beautiful job for me. And then on the back, if you can, have someone write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all the way to 10. And if you can do it without someone helping you, that's great. But if you need help, have someone write them for you, and then you can trace them. And that would be for Tuesday, your math paper and your journal paper. And then I'll be back with you here on Wednesday, and we'll go through what I'd like for you to do for the rest of the week. Again, this isn't as good as being together, and I will get better at this as I go, but I miss you, and I hope you're well, and I'll see you again on Wednesday. Thank you. Bye-bye.